back to the Larry Kudlow Show.
A very important column by my friend Miranda Devine of the New York Post. Local cops refusing to share info with FBI as agency suffers crisis of confidence with DEI hires. And that's from a damning whistleblower report. And the aforementioned Miranda Devine is here, columnist for the New York Post. Miranda, this is it's a brutal column, but it's a very important column. Diversity, equity, inclusion has infected the FBI of Christopher Wray. I mean, it's infected a lot of things in Washington. But walk us through some of your key points on the FBI story, because now they're on the hot seat regarding the near assassination of President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Larry. Yes, look, this is a report from a group of current and former very senior FBI agents, and they are so disturbed about the rot in the FBI, the way the culture has become so partisan, politically partisan and incompetent, that they are now doing these in-depth investigations of their own organisation and coming out with these damning reports. Last year, it was the DEI hires showing that, there were physically unfit, mentally ill, drug-addicted employees of the FBI who were being recruited and coddled. And now this new report is, if anything, even more worrying and shows that local law enforcement partners, the local cops, the local sheriff's deputies, who are absolutely crucial to the FBI being able to carry out their supposed mission to combat crime and terrorism, they have lost so much trust in the FBI that they are now reluctant to share any information with them. And, of course, that has alarming consequences for national security and for public safety.
I mean, this, among other things, Miranda, this could affect the whole Butler investigation. Because, we're talking about the Secret Service, and obviously there are catastrophic mistakes made there. But this whole thing is really under the jurisdiction of the FBI, Christopher Wray. We may never get to the bottom of this. That's why I keep saying, Speaker Mike Johnson's been on the TV show and other people. They've got to get investigators who go to the rank and file, the people that were there in Butler at the Butler Field in Pennsylvania, and that includes the local law enforcement people who were involved in this and who had information that seemingly was ignored by the Secret Service and the FBI.
Well, and that's par for the course. That's the sort of arrogant, aloof attitude that the FBI has about local law enforcement. And this is what comes out in this report. And not trusting the FBI to conduct the investigation is very wise. I don't think we can trust the FBI on anything. Mm-hmm. And, Christopher Wray is a liar. He's lied under oath in basically to Congress. He lied the other day several times, and he also lied once quite famously when he told Senator Chuck Grassley that he had business to attend to. That was why he was cutting his oversight questioning short, much to the surprise and chagrin of Senator Grassley. And he said he had business to attend to. He was actually using the private FBI jet to fly off to his holiday home in the Adirondacks. So this is a man who is completely untrustworthy, and he presides over an institution that, created the Russia hoax to use against Donald Trump and to cripple his presidency, and for which Peter Strzok, one of the lead FBI agents in that hoax, has just been awarded $1.2 million by the corrupt DOJ FBI, settling some, doing an out-of-court settlement with him for a case that he would have lost.
Really? So, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, this news just broke this morning.
I did not. Oh, my goodness. I did not know.
Peter Strzok.
Huh. Yeah, that son of a gun.
And Andy McCabe, another one of these vile FBI people, he also got some huge settlement. So these these FBI agents know that they can lie, they can interfere with elections, they can hobble dishonestly a president and then get rewarded for it.
Mm. Miranda Devine, also you're saying that this DEI virus has infiltrated the training, the FBI Academy for New Agent Training. And there's something of a revolt going on there. But wait here, new wellness centers for yoga and meditation instead of teaching trainee agents the value of humility and a higher sense of service. The FBI Academy has become so politicized that at one point a group of conservative students held up handwritten signs displaying the word "stop" in response to the instructor's constant political denigration of Trump and Republicans. This is most disturbing, Miranda Devine.
It really is. And, you know, the FBI used to draw from the ranks of military veterans. And now it eschews those people in favor of recent graduates from Ivy League woke universities, because that's the sort of mentality that they are inculcating into the FBI. And, you know, now this report actually says that the newer FBI agents on these, you know, multi-agency task forces, quote, do not bother to conceal their distaste for disfavored political and religious views, aka conservative or Christian views. Newer FBI special agents identify themselves as woke or liberal and are often openly critical of conservative or Christian values, which really, I mean, law enforcement has historically been quite conservative because police and FBI agents deal with the reality of human nature at its worst. And that makes them conservative. I was a police reporter once, and that made me super conservative. So once you know what the real world is like and what real life is like, you can never go back. But so many liberals are just in a bubble and sheltered from the reality of life.
You know, Miranda, I spoke on the TV show. I do my introduction riff, and I talked about DEI, and I talked about how Kamala Harris was such a strong supporter of DEI, and I was not the only conservative commentator to make that point. And then all the lefties came at us, screaming. I never said that she herself was a DEI pick. I don't know anything about that, but I do know.
She is.
Well, perhaps so.
I mean, Joe Biden said so. Joe Biden
well, he
said
did,
that.
actually.
I'm going to pick a black woman, and then he picked a black woman.
Well, all right. So, but I didn't even go there. She's a strong supporter of keeping DEI qualifications, not merit, but DEI, essentially affirmative action in extreme. And you're talking about this FBI horror story. I got a figure in the Secret Service. I got a figure in the CIA and other intelligence. We know all about the DEI disease in the colleges and universities. That's a disease, by the way, that has fostered the anti-Semitism against Israel and so forth. I mean, if there's a Kamala presidency, we'll see more of this, not less.
Well, we sure will. And, you know, we see from the Secret Service incompetence and bumbling how the DEI virus has infected that once august, you know, institution that just worried about protecting their politicians and people that they were looking after and did a good job. Now, hopeless, completely hopeless. That bungling that we probably will never get to the bottom of, that allowed a 20-year-old with a rifle to get on a roof 150 yards or less from President Trump and almost kill him and kill one of the rally goers. Just incredible. And, you know, with DEI, you are infecting your agency with incompetence.
Yep. Miranda Devine, New York Post, fabulous column and reporting. So important. Thank you, Miranda. Folks, I'm Kudlow. We're going to take a break, and on the other side, we're going to do some stock market work. Wow, there's a story.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.